Alright everybody, in this video we're going to talk about the two kinds of lead ads that Facebook has and also Instagram, what the differences are and when you're going to want to use each one. So by the end of this video you're going to understand which one you should be using and what's going to be best for your situation. Hey there, my name is Brandon Brashears. I create daily digital marketing videos, so if you're looking to grow your brand or your business with digital marketing, I talk about everything from email marketing to SEO to PPC to Facebook ads like this. So if you want to grow with digital marketing, be sure to subscribe here. If you have any questions, comment below, let me know what your questions are, and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. So let's talk about lead ads. Lead ads are great, and especially it seems like inside of the I would say probably the dental space, chiropractic space, real estate space, places where there's a lot of lead gen taking place. This is kind of the go-to for a lot of marketers. Now there's two kinds of lead ads. There's high volume and then high intent lead ads. Now Facebook specifically only allows the high intent ads to be on mobile as of today. I'm recording this in May of 2019, and my suspicion is that it will change when it comes to Instagram as well, just because they're rolling out more placements over time. But what are the differences between the two? First, the ones that are the more volume, it's a much more streamlined process. So people go into the form, their content and their contact info is pre-formatted, and it is easy to get the opt-in to happen. Now there's a bunch of fields inside of there that are pre-formatted that you can use, and then you can also create custom questions as well. And depending on who it is that you're working with or who you're working for, if you're doing this for yourself, you're going to really need to know what are the pieces of information that I absolutely need to know. And I think that for the most part, a lot of people typically will keep their Facebook account linked to their email that they actively use, but people change emails all the time. The lifespan of an email it can be anywhere from 3 to 6 months depending on who it is and what it is. It's really interesting when we do campaigns specifically for professionals in like more of a B2B space. It seems like there's a much higher turnover. I'm just not sure if that's just been maybe an excuse of why the emails are maybe not being opened as often, but it definitely seems like people change their emails a lot. And even getting qualitative feedback of saying, hey, will you update your email? Did you change your email? People will sometimes write in and say, hey, I changed my email and I want some to stay in touch, and they'll opt in again with a different email address. So, I mean, it's going to depend on your list and your people as far as who you want to be contacting, how frequently they need to update their contact information with you, and how long that lead lasts for you. Hopefully you can build a funnel that's going to stack value and build value in advance so that people will actually open emails with you and they'll want to open emails. But we're not talking about that today. We're talking about lead ads. So within lead ads, you are going to want to determine the quality of the contact info that you're collecting. Now, the more questions that you ask and the more typing that you require people to do, the less opt-ins you're going to get. And additionally, in between the kind of checkout steps or the checkout process of submitting your information inside of a lead ad, the higher intent lead ads make you do a secondary step. So there's 3 pages. You'll have the web form, you'll have the, it'll say, I'm submitting this information to get whatever, and then it'll say slide to submit. And so that extra step is indeed, requesting more intent. And what happens as a result is typically your conversion rate is lower. So that means you're going to have a higher cost per conversion, but on the flip side, they say that that is more valuable because the intent is higher. So it's always going to be a balance of, do we want more volume of leads or do we want higher quality leads? Now, especially if you're trying to develop, enough engagement activity and engagement data to really get a good amount of pixel data so that you're optimizing for specific events and you're collecting emails and building an audience, especially when you're starting out, you probably want to start out with a higher volume and then transition into perhaps higher intent. You're going to have to just really figure out what works best for you and your business, test it out, and see which ones convert higher. So using the first value of cost per lead, that's important if you're doing specifically lead gen for another company, like maybe you're an agency or something. But if you are actually selling products and you're driving people to specific events and things, you're going to want to see, like let's say you're doing a webinar funnel or you're doing a physical product funnel, you're doing a promotional offer where you're collecting emails to get a coupon code or something like that, you're going to want to make sure and track the attribution of the sales and the actual dollar figures for each audience to see which one performs better for you. Because ultimately, if you're doing ads that are going to lead to a sale, the most important thing is which one is the cheaper cost per sale. And it's probably going to vary, pretty wildly between each one. So, let's say that it was a more expensive cost per lead in the high intent, but that cost per sale was a lot less than the high volume one. It just might work out that way. And again, it's going to need to take some testing, but it's not hard to test. The quick trick that you can do is you set up one of them and then you duplicate that form and edit it so that it's instead not for higher intent, it would be for higher volume. And it's pretty simple. Now, form libraries can also be included into instant experiences, and that is a great medium. It's very rich. And so if you want to be doing lead ads on Instagram, you're going to have to use the higher volume. The higher intent is not supported currently on Instagram. So test it out, see which mediums work best and with which audiences, and then I would love to know which one do you prefer more. I'm always testing them. It seems like depending on the audience and the offer, it's always going to be different, but I would love to know what you're working on and what's working for you as well. Be sure to comment below if you have any questions, you need help with anything, and don't hesitate to reach out. Subscribe if you want to grow your business with digital marketing, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day, everybody.